We have a speaker signed up. Representative Al would like to speak to the bill. Representative?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And that visual aid is actually mine. So today I rise to speak in support of HB 129, and I'll note I actually have special attachment to this bill because last week a legislative aide came to find me in the anteroom over there, telling me that he had a form for me to fill out to present my bill, HB 129, in rules. At which point I told him, while I wish I did have a bill to present out of committee already, he was actually looking for Representative Hong. Here's a hint for everyone, we do wear name tags. So HB 129 is a good bill. I was glad to vote for it in the Public Health Committee last week, and in a few minutes I look forward to voting for it again. But I think we'd be remiss not to take this opportunity to look at our TANF qualifications overall, as they have not been updated in the last 3 decades. And let's ensure that we are in fact having the effect we think we will be having by passing this bill. I'm going to refer to this visual aid over here. So let's look at where Georgia is with respect to its qualification requirements for TANF for a family of 3, meaning a mother with 2 children. Now this is going to be some math, okay? I know it's like we're challenging people. It's a Monday morning after the Super Bowl. So to qualify for TANF benefits, this parent must earn less than $784 a month and have countable assets less than $1,000. Calculate this out, and this amounts to an annual salary of less than $9,408 per year, which is 40% of the federal poverty level. And you can see that calculation right up there. This means that 60% of very impoverished parents earning below the federal poverty level earn too much money to qualify for TANF assistance. Further, to qualify for TANF benefits, this parent must also work a minimum 30 hours a week. Doing this math for a 52-week year, this amounts to 1,560 hours worked per year. So recall, though, that this parent cannot earn more than $9,408 per year, which means that that person's hourly salary must be below $6.03 per hour. This is well below the federal minimum wage, which is $7.25 per hour. So let's do a little bit more math. Please indulge me. In order to work a job and to raise a family, a parent has to do a number of things and have a number of set expenses, right? Diapers, laundry detergent, children's medications, gas or fare for public transportation. TANF benefits have not been updated since 1991, which I suspect, sadly, is before some members of this chamber were even born. Okay? What has happened to the price of these goods and services in the past 32 years? So it should be no surprise to anyone that the cost of living is much higher now, right? The cost of toilet paper has tripled since 1991. So has the cost of laundry detergent. You'll like this. In 1991, gas cost 88 cents a gallon. Can you imagine that? And in 1991, a one-way MARTA fare cost $1, while now it costs $2.50. 30 years ago, a nominal TANF grant for a family of 3 was $280. In 2023, now, a nominal TANF grant for a family of 3 is still $280. So because this has not been updated in more than 3 decades, the math simply does not add up. And while the qualification criteria has not changed, less than a third of the number of families now qualify for TANF as were eligible when the program was originally enacted more than 30 years ago. So I know some people in this chamber might be thinking, that's good, right? We should have fewer people receiving these benefits. That's the point. But that depends on what your goals are, right? If our goal is to have as few families as possible qualifying for temporary aid due to extreme and harsh financial circumstances, then yes, we are serving that goal. But if our goal, as stated in the presentation, the excellent presentation of HR 129, is to help improve perinatal health and alleviate hardships for prospective and current parents, then no, TANF in its current form does not fully or best serve these goals. So let's all vote yes on 128, right? Let's mash that green button, right? But let's continue this conversation and look to updating Georgia's TANF criteria to match the financial realities of the present day. And with that, Mr. Speaker, I'm happy to yield for questions.
The lady does have a question.
Excellent.
Representative Oliver, to your extreme left over here, has a question.
Does the lady yield?
Absolutely.
not only was I born, I was here when we did this in the 90s. So I remember all this very well, ending welfare as we know it. We've gone from providing TANF benefits to several 100,000 families. Isn't it true, ma'am, that the only number of folks that might be eligible for this benefit is approximately 300 Georgians out of 140,000 ladies having birth this year?
The gentlewoman knows of what she speaks.
And if you complied with the rules, the antiquated rules, the antiquated numbers, you would not be eligible because working full-time 30 hours would make you financially ineligible. Isn't that true?
The gentlewoman makes an excellent point, and I refer again to the math on the board.
Thank you.
Lady has no further questions.